Not one shred of evidence supports the notion that life should be taken seriously, says Jim Runge of Eldorado, Texas, who is featured in our exhibit True Texas Folk and Traditional Artists of the Concho Valley for his celebratory walking sticks, which he has handcrafted for the past 20 years.
Okay, I'm Jim Runge. I went to school here in Eldorado all my 12 years. I was actually raised north of town on a ranch, lived on a ranch between here and Cristobal. And then went to college, and when I graduated from college, my degree was in recreation, and I became my first job after college was the Park and Recreation Director in McKinney, Texas. So I lived there for basically 30 years in different recreation jobs and different. Well, then I went into my own business with my little entertainment business, and then all my children were born. I had 6 children. They were all born there in McKinney. And then about 2003, I came back to Eldorado and been here now for 20 years, or about 20 years.
Jim's celebratory walking sticks are but a small sampling of his creations and hobbies, as Jim has other big passions such as being an impersonator at community events, bringing characters to life, from Sam Houston to Elvis to Batman, which made him the talk of the town.
Well, I started my own business while I was in McKinney. I worked in Park and Recreation for many years, but then I got my own business where it was entertainment business. I would provide small, old style carnival games and I book entertainers and book impersonators for them. And then sometimes I started doing my own impersonate. Well, I hired an Elvis impersonator to go to an event, and the people called me the next day and they said, "Why don't you do Elvis, because you look more like Elvis than he did." So I started doing Elvis. Then I started doing, all kind of historical characters, and then Sam Houston and Mark Twain, and now I do, as you saw in my costume, I have 500 different costumes, and then I do that, and I still do that. I don't do quite as much, but because first of all, out here, I did it in Dallas-Fort Worth area, and of course I stayed pretty busy, but out here there's not as much opportunity to do it. But I still do it when the opportunity arises. For certain, like this one is for Elvis, everything Elvis. This is Cupid. Everything here is about Cupid, the Cupid outfits. I have about a dozen Cupid outfits. I got about a dozen Elvis outfits. Got St. Patrick's Day outfits. This is a Batmobile right here. This is my Looking Glass place.
For Jim Runge, crafting walking sticks all began with his determination to carve 10 of his favorite impersonations on a walking stick. 3 years in the making, today his totem pole persona's walking stick is Jim's favorite among the 99 others he has crafted over the years.
At the time, I was living down in Luckenbach, Texas, and there was a wood carving show in Fredericksburg. So I went and they sold just a stick, about a 5-foot stick, and a carving knife, and I started carving the figures on there, and I carved 10 of my most popular characters, Elvis and Scrooge and Batman, and then. But it took me 3 years because my hand would get tired carving, so I'd lay off and then come back to it.
Staff of Life is Jim's second favorite walking stick. Here, accumulated trinkets from his life pursuits are arranged in chronological order, ending with the golden years that he has yet to finish.
The second one is that staff of life, and it just has little, every time you do something, you get a pin or you get a little something. Well, I would pin it on the stain. Every half an inch on there is a year of my life, and it's four-sided, so really theoretically got two 2 inches to work with, and I'd get a pen, or I'd paint it, or I'd carve something on it, or there was a sticker I'd stick on.
Jim's walking sticks are created as pictograms to capture a wide range of life experiences and interests.
A lot of times I'd find a stick that looked like could be a walking stick, and I'd add a handle on it, and then I'd carve something on it, I'd paint it, and then I had a lot of, I have most holidays. I've got a stick for Mardi Gras, one for Valentine's. I got a granddaughter that was born on St. Patrick's Day, so we always go to St. Patrick's Day parades in Dallas, and the whole family will dress in leprechauns. Valentine's, I dress as Cupid. I go to a lot of different events as Cupid on Valentine's Day. And then I have a grandson who was born on Halloween. I have another granddaughter born on Christmas Day. So if we find a parade, we'll go to it. And we have some of my grandchildren will take part, if they're available.
Jim's celebratory walking sticks and impersonations seem to be but a small sampling of his many creations and hobbies. But Jim seems to love spending time with his grandchildren the most and showing them the many fun creations housed at his ranch.